Welcome. What's up, guys? It's Will Trades back in the house, and in this video, I'm going to be explaining exactly how to identify the trend. This is going to be a very fast 5-minute video explaining how to identify the trend, what different types of trends there are, and all you need is the trend to be successful in trading. Now, obviously, there are a few other things that you need to be aware of, but if you can just master this one skill and master this one confluence, it will help you so much in your trading. And again, guys, if you guys do want to trade live with me every single day, be able to learn this and trade right next to me every single day, I'm giving every person in this video a 5-day free trial, link down below to join my community and my trading team. But without further ado, let's go ahead and hop on to these charts. So this is NQ. You guys know, if you watch my previous videos, we trade NQ pretty much 24/7. And again, today was massive. We hit all-time highs. NQ is currently trading at 25,000, which is insane. Market is just absolutely, let's go to a bigger time frame here, kind of show you what's going on. But market is just going here. Which is crazy. Which crazy is crazy. I do think we might need to see another leg up, or maybe tomorrow we might get some consolidation. But again, trend. So the market moves in 3 ways. It goes up, it goes down, it goes sideways. That's all the market will ever do, those 3 ways. So if we can identify those 3 things, we're going to be one step ahead of everybody else. So the first trend is obviously an uptrend. Again, the market lately has been super bullish these last couple days and weeks. Now, an uptrend represents higher highs and higher lows. So for example, if we're obviously looking at the market, here's a 5-minute time frame, you can obviously see this is a clear uptrend. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and move my face all the way up here, and you guys can see an uptrend represents higher highs and higher lows. Well, if we go ahead and draw some lines here, we can see that this is a low right here. This is candle market open. I'll go ahead and zoom in here so you guys can see this a little better, but this is candle low right here. Now, to form an uptrend, we have to have a push to the upside, a pullback, and a continuation. And that is exactly what the market did today to form an uptrend. We have lows here at 24,814, and then we can see that it forms that higher low. So we have a point, 2 point, there is that higher low. Okay, and then we can see we have another push up, displacement, another higher low. We can connect the dots. Okay, boom to boom. Okay, and then another push, and then continuation, higher low, continuation. Okay, and then there's those higher highs. Okay, so we're just talking about those higher lows. Now here are those higher highs. All right, so you can see obviously right here we have a high, a pullback, a higher high, a pullback, a higher high, a pullback, a higher high. Okay, so if we can identify a trend, we can automatically answer probably 90% of the equation. We should probably be looking for longs. Okay, so that's what an uptrend looks like. Now, consolidation, I'm gonna go to a smaller time frame here. Here's a 2-minute. We can actually find some consolidation in this uptrend, and this is a perfect example of consolidation. Consolidation represents equal highs and equal lows, and that pretty much means when the market just moves flat, it doesn't go anywhere, it's trading sideways, and a lot of traders get caught up, stuck, or whatever inside of consolidation. We don't want to be in here. This is kind of like no man's land. If we want to take a trade, we want to wait for it to break out of consolidation, come back down, and then continuation. All right, so this is no man's zone. We don't trade consolidation. All right, and then the second, or the third trend, excuse me, is going to be a downtrend. Okay, and you guys can kind of see there's really no, here we go, we have kind of a downtrend right here that I can kind of give you guys an example of. Let's go to the 2-minute to see if it looks a little better here. There we go, zoom on in here, and we can see the exact same thing as an uptrend, just inverse. So we can see here's a high, here's that lower high, here's that lower high, here's that lower high, here's that lower high, right? So we're obviously descending. Okay, now obviously what does a downtrend have to consist of? Lower highs and lower lows. So we can see right here, this is a low, this is a lower low, and then this is low, lower low, low, lower low, low, lower low, low, lower low, right? And I know I'm a broken record, but that is exactly what a downtrend consists of. Now you can see it's not going to be perfect, it's not going to be beautiful, but it's still identified as a trend. So again, those are the very quick 3 trends that you guys have to be identifying in this market. Go ahead, identify the trend. Find if you're in consolidation, or if you're in a downtrend, if you're in an uptrend. If you can answer that, you are again one step closer to becoming profitable.